Good morning, Mr. Michael Moore. I'm not sure how to address you here. But my name is Shane Lee, and I got an account on YouTube. But basically, I had several things to happen to me that were quite unusual in the healthcare system. The first thing that happened was when I was a civilian. I was in an accident at age 16, and I went head first into a windshield. Now, without understanding the injuries, I got up within less than a day technically and was discharged the next day. But I got a crack in my forehead from here to the top of my head, and I don't know what else occurred because they never explained it to me. I guess because I got up miraculously, and I don't know if I have any neck injuries. They mentioned that I had what's called a lot facet at joint C3, which is part of the spine, which I'm sure it's not normal for those to just unlock themselves, but mine, according to the medical reports, unlocked itself within less than 24 hours. Then I was discharged and nothing was explained to me. I just got up somehow. Then I joined the Navy when I was 19. I started trying to join the military and went to the military, and I made it through boot camp and my A school or trade school, which was to be an electrician. And I did okay through those two schoolings. But when I got to my ship, I started having a lot of problems with my shipmates. And one of the first things that happened was I saw one of my shipmates electrocuted. So I started developing psychological problems also because of the First Persian Gulf War. A lot of things was going on at that time. And anyway, I made it to about 93, and I guess because of a program I saw dealing with Nostradamus and different things like that, I became paranoid that we would be in World War III by that time, and the paranoia was causing me psychological problems, plus my shipmates were harassing me and different things like that. They weren't working with me or training me beyond A school, because all A school does is show you everything once, and you're supposed to then go to the ship and get trained by your shipmates in what to do. But I was never trained by my shipmates. They never worked with me. They never even really tested me like they were supposed to. They were supposed to make sure I was learning the trade, and they never did that. Also, I met a female sailor and fell in love within a 3-day period, and we had a relationship, and then that went badly as well, and we had sexual relationships. And I was taught to if you have sex with a woman, you're supposed to try and marry her and stuff like that. And I was brought up religious and different things like that. And anyway, I started having psychological problems with that as well, because she sent all my letters back and started acting crazy on me. So I started acting crazy on her back. Except my craziness was more sarcasm, and hers seemed more, vengeful or angry directed towards me. Well, through all that, I got discharged for psychological problems. They diagnosed me with paranoid schizophrenia, but because I had a religious experience of seeing a throne with a bright light shining from it when my dad died back in 1981, the military rated it as existed prior to entry and wouldn't give me a rating for it but 0%. Then I fell 3 stories and was discharged with a pushed up pelvis, which was pushed up a half an inch. to a centimeter at the junction of the sacrum and pelvis, which is probably the only place you can push it up. But I had a fracture, I guess, through both the sacrum and the pelvis. But I was walking before they told me all this. I was up on crutches before they got me to sign the med board papers, which I have a link to my stuff at on my site here on YouTube as well if you want to check out the medical records. But I was having a real hard time in the VA, and I tried to work for 2 years after discharge because, you know, I was brought up in a hard-working family and I was taught to do your best. But I was having pain the whole time and just trying to function the best I could, and figured that since I got a 10%, I could at least challenge it or something like that once I got found out if I could work or not. Tried to work for 2 years because I thought, you know, that's how long I had, but then they screwed me over the time. I had to file and reopen the case because of a technicality that you only have a year to reopen your case after you file. Now, I didn't know all that. No one told me all that. I thought I had a full 2 years after I filed to reopen the case. But anyway, I got a lot of health problems as well. High blood pressure, which I try to maintain through exercise and stuff like that. But thanks for at least listening, Mr. Moore, and I hope y'all have a nice day.